Okay, right. Hello, everyone. Today I am interviewing a man called Curry Russell, whom is new to me as well as you, no doubt. And we are talking to Curry Russell because he has been in LiveGood for quite a while now. We'll find out all about that. And just he has been doing really well. So I wanted to speak to him, find out what his thoughts are, his experiences are, and just what he sees this company doing. And also, we want to find out what he's doing too because, like I said, Curry has been doing really well. So here is Curry Russell, and I would just firstly like to say hi because we've never spoken before today. So I wanted to introduce you and just say hello. So how are you doing?
I'm doing real well, Natalie. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you reaching out and asking me to do this. I love telling the stories because the stories is what helps other people realize they can do it too.
It's so true. Yeah, you need to speak to those people that are already doing it. So yeah, so you're obviously over in the US. We're thousands of miles apart. We've not met before, but you're already in my upline. I found that out after I joined. So you've obviously been in for a while now. When did you join and how did you hear about Live Good?
So I joined January 13th was when I paid for my membership. I actually clicked a person's link on Facebook, a guy I did not know. I have no clue who he actually is. And I just happened to kept saw him posting over and over again on Facebook about this in December, and I was skeptical. And so I didn't choose to join directly through his link. I actually just waited, ignored all these cool emails that was coming in telling me people were joining after me. I ignored all of it. And I was so just I was in a really weird place in my life. And I received a phone call. I received a phone call from a guy, and he said, Curry, I know you've been in the network marketing space for years. I review sites. My YouTube channel is filled with reviews of compensation plans. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to compensation plans. And he said, I signed up for this Live Good thing and I put a couple people in and they're already paying me a bunch of money. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So while we were on that phone call, I went back to my email. This was January 13th, and literally went to the securemyposition.com, typed in my email address, and signed up for the monthly. And some crazy stuff happened immediately. So I'll just continue the story as we go along.
Wow. Okay. So you'd done the pre-enrolling thing then and you'd let that sit there for a while.
Yeah, a month.
A month, okay. And this is obviously quite new to when the business even launched because I hear that that only happened in December. Was it
It
December?
was it was literally I think so I wasn't a fully month pre-enrolled, but it was I think the company kicked off around the week of Christmas, so it would have been around 24th to 28th. And I think I pre-enrolled on the 28th, and then I signed up January 13th. So I guess it went about 17 days or something. So
Yeah. So you were definitely quick in there, but you still sat and waited a bit. And it's interesting to me that it was like someone you trusted or at least knew kind of gave you that one-to-one little push, maybe that made you think maybe I should be listening to this because a lot of people probably don't have that. And they might
well,
just be seeing the link and thinking, what is this, you know?
well, that guy is a guy who I actually enrolled in another company, and we had just lost touch. Like I signed him up, it wasn't something that he was really going to push or build, so he just kind of fell by the wayside, went off and did his own thing, and so he was reaching out to me, and it I don't know if he was even attempting to recruit me into it. He was just asking me my opinion on it, and I was just like, I don't know, really. I was in a dark place in December and January, so it was absolutely the push, and I really I'm kind of a spiritual person. I believe in God and the universe and things just being brought to you, and it's like sometimes when those opportunities knock and you open that door, something incredible happens.
Yeah.
So it was a serious push for me.
Yeah. Fantastic. That's a great story. That's really interesting. And I think quite often, yeah, having that kind of little bit of like know and trust with someone, or even just someone's opinion, someone else to say to you, by the way, have you actually really looked at this properly? Is just what you need, because we get bombarded, don't we? Online, we get
Yeah.
bombarded with hit my link, have you seen this? So yeah, it's interesting. So when did you actually had joined and you paid your fee, what potential did you see with Live Good? Because I think the potential is looking very exciting.
So when I look, I already said that I'm a comp plan nerd. And so when I looked at the pay plan on that day, on the 13th, because I had not looked at it, I had not seen it. Because if I had seen what I'm about to tell you, I would have lost my mind way earlier.
Hmm.
So when I looked at the pay plan, I read these words that you go through the first way we get paid, which is the direct commission, 50% on people getting, you helping them get started. And then there's another match pay. And then there's the matrix pay. And then I got to the matrix match pay. And the matrix match pay specifically said that you earn unlimited off of the 50% off of every person that you get started. And I saw that our matrix pay would pay up to $1,047, or I'm sorry, $2,047.50 on every person that you enrolled. And when their matrix fills, you make 50% of those people's pay. And I thought, wait a second, I can earn over $1,000 per position. And so I said, if I'm doing this math correctly, if I enroll 100 people and over time they get their matrix to fill up and they're all making 1,000 or $2,047 and I'm making 1,000, I can make six figures a month on just the matrix match pays of my personals. Let me tell you, I missed all of this. I missed It's so much more. It's so much more because what I saw was the 50% on my personals. I missed the silver, gold, platinum, and diamond matching pays on all the rest of the team. So I'm now, as a diamond, earning my 50% on all my personals, which I've personally sponsored 166 people in a very, very short period of time. I'm getting a 50% match pay on my personals, but I'm getting four match pays on every single person in my entire organization in 8,000 plus people that I missed. And so the match pays is the most profitable way that you're going to make money in this company. And I lost my mind because I literally saw this match pay thing and I said, if this says unlimited, I'm going to prove it. So I said I need to get 100 frontline first. And so in 13 days, I sponsored 100 people. 100 people had duplicated to 500, and I hit platinum in 13 days. And then it took me another 64 days to hit diamond. But it was massive, massive action in that first 2 weeks. First 2 weeks, there was no TV, there was no hanging out with my girlfriend. My girlfriend was even upset with me. She was like, "Are you going to take a break and do?" No, no. I gotta literally go do this. So um, I saw that comp plan and got real, real excited.
That is, I mean, it is amazing. I have heard that explained, not by yourself, obviously, but I've heard other people trying to explain it. And it is a little bit complicated because there's a lot to that comp plan. But yeah, every time I hear it, I just think this is kind of crazy. This is the potential there is just enormous. And then when you hear Ben Galinsky, who is the CEO, discussing what his projections are, looking at real data, his numbers of where he thinks this company can go, giving it a year, 2 years, 5 years time, then it kind of makes your brain go a bit crazy because you're thinking, I'm in here now already. I'm hearing about this already. So if I am one of those people that works hard and starts to help build this company and all of these match bonuses start playing out for me, then who knows? This could be really, really exciting. So Yeah,
It's
I'm
unbelievable.
thrilled. It is unbelievable. I don't know anything else. Like you said, you're a compensation plan geek. I'm the opposite. This is my first experience in network marketing. So we're on opposite ends of the spectrum here. So for me, this is the first one I've ever been in.
Well,
um,
you are getting started in quite possibly the easiest network marketing company in history. In this company, unlike other companies and I've been part of a travel company, I've been part of multiple health and wellness companies, I've been part of a network marketing company. I know that in this company, every person who gets started right now has already done what it takes to win in this company. All of us have shared a coupon code for, a Starbucks coffee. Every one of us have shared a discount at, a theme park or a restaurant or for a movie. Every single one of us have shared, and that's all this company is. When you stop trying to make this company a complicated network marketing, think you need to know about the products, the comp plan, the ingredients, the shipping, all the details, let all that go. All you're doing is sharing a tour link, and the people who share that tour link the most are going to win.
hmm,
Pe- people think people think that I brought a team of people to this, that I was able to put 100 people in 13 days because I had a team of people from other companies. The reality is I didn't. I had taken over a year off. I was in a real bad depression state, and literally on day one, I enrolled four people, some close friends of mine, no real people who were building network marketing. Day two, I enrolled 11 people, and those were random network marketers who I had known through the industry. Some of them I had never worked with myself. They'd been in other companies. They'd seen me. Day three, I enrolled 18 people, which was my biggest day. And so I was just running through people who were looking for something else.
hmm.
And so for you as a first time network marketer, I'm going to give you the gold thing, something that I was taught 9 years ago at my third network marketing event that I went to in Akron, Ohio, and I ignored this gold. And if I had known what I'm about to tell you now, I would be light years ahead. There is a book called Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell. Grab a copy of that book, paperback, however you can get it, and just read it and just consume it. Because one of the chapters, I think it's two or three, talks about finding people in transition. And when you are looking for not regular people, like so you have to put this in real perspective that if you're a network marketer, you are looking to build a sales organization, not just customers, not, I mean, you want customers, you're going to have customers anyway. But if you're looking for a sales organization, why wouldn't you treat this like a real career HR type position and actually find people who already know what they're doing? And so I only talk to people who have been either in network marketing, that are network marketing, and I just run through the numbers. In those first 13 days, I messaged over 1,000 people.
Wow.
And that's nothing. Like that's nothing. Like every person out there, if you do the math, if you just message 40 people a day on one platform, if you want to step your game up and you're doing 40 on Facebook, 40 on LinkedIn, 40 on Instagram, 40 on whatever, and you just stuck to the number 40. I don't know why that number, but the algorithm kind of starts hitting you if you try to go faster than that in Facebook. But you message a consistent number of people consistently throughout your build, your first 90 days in in any company, if you do this consistently every single day, no breaks, no time off, no, just do the thing. It will change your life forever. But you have to, every person listening to this should be buying a copy of Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell.
Interesting. Okay, well, thanks for that tip because I didn't know about that book. So, yeah, I will pick up a copy because like I said, I am a newbie, but I'm not new to the online world. But I will be completely honest and say that it's been difficult. It is not easy to make money online. Maybe, you get a bit caught up in the YouTube or make money this way, make money that way, and everybody's saying, "Oh, this is the easy way. This way works. Buy this, buy that," and it can be completely overwhelming and very confusing and disheartening. And I know I'm not alone in saying that. So to get into
But the
this, I kind of wanted to, well, I've kind of got to that position and point in my life where I really want to focus on one thing. Because again, I think it's quite easy to think, oh, there's that and there's that, and I have my bases covered by trying lots of things. But really, I believe, you do need to focus on one thing majority of the time to really see that success. Would you agree with that?
Oh, 100%. I won't do any other, I will only do one network marketing company at a time. There have been many times that I've tried to add an affiliate tool or an affiliate system to my team, and it's a nightmare. If you're not getting them to focus on just the thing that they got to do there, and then they're over here trying to be part of this other system or tool or thing,
Yeah.
it's a massive distraction from the primary thing. And let me tell you, the secret is leverage. The word leverage is something that you can never find in any other type of business that's outside of network marketing, where you have to understand that when you get your people to duplicate, they're not just duplicating the effort, they're duplicating the time. So if you are trying to build your business by yourself and you're not teaching your people to do anything and you're not plugging them into a system, you are doing yourself a disfavor, because this industry is specifically talking about um, transforming your time into exponential growth.
Yeah.
So if you have two people that you've sponsored working to build their business and they're building your business, now you have, let's say that you've just focused on 1 hour a day. So those two people are now adding 2 hours a day to your one. So you now have I'm sorry, 3 hours of time working for you from those two. If those two find two and they now have four plus their two plus yours, you're 7 hours of time. This is what happens when you build a team inside this organization. So in my first month, we had from the 13th to the 31st of January, our team was only 260 some people. At the end of month of February, our team was around 600 people. At the end of month three, it was over 2,000 people. This month, we are ending the month at over 8,500 people. It
Wow.
flips big time, but you have to get the duplication going, because if you don't duplicate and you're just trying to do it yourself, you're an affiliate marketer, you're just in sales, you're not creating the leverage that network marketing is. What a compensation plan is designed to do, is to profit off of leverage. And the people who duplicate the most get paid the most.
Amazing. Yeah, that's such a great way to explain it and look at it. So thank you for that. And so this video might well go out to some people that have never really heard much about LiveGood before. So let's go back to a few of the basics as well. So it's a health and wellness company, but with a difference. And some people are actually calling it more of a membership company before it's a health and wellness. Could you just talk a little bit about that? How would you describe it if you wanted to describe LiveGood to somebody who doesn't know what it is? And are you yourself selling products? Is that what this is all about as well?
No, none of that is how I would ever explain Live Good. Live Good is essentially exactly like Amazon Prime, Costco, Sam's Club. If you've got those in wherever you're watching this from, um, you are only paying for a 9.95 membership monthly to get access to all of the services and functions and products that Live Good is going to have. They started with some health and wellness products, some beauty products. And from those products, we are expanding into anything. Like we are having conversations about travel, about home goods. Like just heck, I'm even trying to get groceries. Like if we could figure out a way to get wholesale prices on groceries and delivered to your house, I mean, for 9.95, yeah, let's do that. So I only explain Live Good as a membership that is very, very similar to Costco, but the benefit is if you become a member of Live Good, you also can profit with Live Good. And that is where people are losing their minds. And that's why it's running so fast is that people are getting in, getting a position, and they know that over time it's going to grow and they're going to actually be able to profit because they took action to help build this company first.
Hmm. Fantastic. Really, really interesting. Okay, so let's talk about, you've already mentioned your diamond, is that right? You're already at diamond
Yes,
position.
ma'am.
And
Yep.
um what do you have what's the qualification for that for anybody that wouldn't know?
So you have to have 2,500 team members, and that is spread across multiple the people you bring in. Those 2,500 people, you can't have more than 500 in. You can't have just one leader come in and just put in a whole bunch of people, and then you get to benefit entirely. You do have to build a team. So a diamond is a team leader, somebody who has taken the time to interact with their team, duplicate with lots of people, and that's all that is. It's just somebody who is really making this a primary focus of their life.
Amazing. And I know from being friends with you on Facebook that you are tending to use Facebook as your main kind of source of finding people and helping people join Live Good. Is that your only way of doing it?
It is most. I would say that it is 99% of my way of doing it. I think that Facebook is the greatest marketing platform for anyone because people put themselves in groups. So if you were selling fishing rods, you wouldn't go to just your entire timeline and blast everybody thinking everybody in your timeline wants fishing rods. Why don't you go type in fishing in the search bar and click the word groups and see all of the fishing groups and start marketing your product to people who already like fishing? This is my secret to success. I know that I want to work with network marketers. So I go to the search bar and type in network marketing and click on the word groups. And I just start marketing my business to network marketers. And that is how you win in this business. You talk to people who already want and do what you do, and they might just not be happy where they're at. And you're looking for those people who are in transition that talks about in the book your first year network marketing.
Okay, okay. So you're using Facebook and using those groups. Okay, that's really good to know. And like you say, and everyone has Facebook, so that's accessible to everybody. So that's just going to be something that anybody could do, really, couldn't they? Would you say this business really is for anybody?
Absolutely. This is the easiest. I was telling you at the very, very beginning, this is the easiest opportunity to create wealth that I've ever seen in any company because I don't have to know anything about products. I don't got to know anything about a compensation plan. All I got to know is where's my silly tour link, and I'm just going to go share that tour link as much as possible. And when somebody goes, well, what do I do? You go get your tour link and you share your tour link. Okay, well then what do? Well, they go get their tour link and they share their tour link. That's all this is. There, if you make it more complicated than that, you're going to fail. If you stick with that forever, ignorance on fire, where's my tour link? Let me go share it. You're going to literally win at such a high level that you won't even understand why you're winning.
Okay,
Duplicate one simple process. That's it.
okay. And I actually saw a video of yours earlier today, and you were explaining that, and you were saying, just really keep it simple because you want to demonstrate to people that you bring in that this is simple. And they're obviously going to be looking to you for advice and to basically copy you. So keeping it simple really is going to be, you can see why it would be so fundamental to your success. And
Absolutely.
do you think I think you said as well that you don't even really get into massive conversations with people because I think that would be a bit of a block if you're thinking, wow, I've got to be having deep conversations with 40 people a day. But you were saying that you don't really go there. You kind of keep it really basic and simple. You don't even chat to people about everything that to do with Live Good.
So for years, for the last at least probably 10 years or more, the world has focused on this thing called forming. In this industry in sales, this word form means family, occupation, recreation, and money. And so the world has been teaching people that people buy from those they know, like, and trust,
Mhm.
and that you need to build rapport with somebody and create this relationship before you sell to them.
Right.
I think that that is the most dirty business in the history of mankind, that you want to create a friend to then turn around and flip your product or service to them. And then if they don't buy, do you still be their friend forever? Like how many relationships are you trying to build and maintain
Yeah.
just to get sales? So I don't do any of that. I don't even say hello. I don't talk. I don't want to know their background. I don't want to know their history. I already know that my target market is my target market. And I just send them one message. If that person says yes, I send them my tour link. If they say no, I say thanks for responding. Have a wonderful day and go to the next person, which I've already messaged 13 more people while I'm waiting for them to reply. So I don't, it's like I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to build relationships, but I will build friendships and relationships with the people that I'm running with, the people who are moving forward with me. Well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time or have conversations with people I'm never going to do business with or never like minded, never be like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah. No, that would be completely overwhelming. You would spend your
And
life
people do that.
They
People
do
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 it
that. I have
every
heard of
day.
that too. Yeah, I have heard of that. So if someone comes back to you and they're like, "Oh, I really need to know this and that and this and that," and they've got 15 questions or even 3 questions for you, how do you handle that? Because I believe people would want to know more. Or do you think that tour video is enough?
The tour video is a good start. It's a 95% gives you everything you need in there. If they ask about compensation plan, then I just send them to the pay plan website. In our back office, you can just copy the pay plan link, send that to them. If they ask about products, I literally send them to the product page and let them read all the details they want to ask about the products. I always point to a resource so that I don't have to explain it. And if you once what you watched me say earlier is the same thing I'm going to say forever. If I have to explain it, it makes them believe that they need to know something to explain. I only want to point people to resources so that it is simple.
Brilliant. Yeah, I think keeping it simple. Who doesn't want to keep it simple? I think your advice, well, it really works for me. It resonated with me big time because I have seen the buy this funnel, buy this, do that, do attraction. I've seen a lot of that. And you kind of think, is that what I'm supposed to do? When I heard your advice, I thought, yeah, that's what I like. So that's why I wanted to interview you today. And I really do appreciate everything that you've told us. And it's just so refreshing to hear, look, you can get to diamond and it's simple because that is what people need to hear and they want to hear. So thank you, Curry, for coming on today. Have you got any final thoughts, anything that you wish I'd asked you, anything else? We've got a couple more minutes to go.
No, I would say that for anybody who's doing any business in any company, in any product, any field, if you're not going to launch, don't get started. I'm trying to say this for the benefit not just of you, because I think a lot of people jump in, move real slow, and get real discouraged quickly. Because once you get started, you don't feel like you know what to do, and then you get bogged down with gaining information, and you get bogged down by learning about the comp plan. And the more you start thinking, and the more you start getting involved with all this nonsense that's not going to make you a dime, it just slows you to a crawl, and then you just become a burden to your upline. You become a burden to yourself, and so you have to get started on at least in that first week to make a decision that you're going to launch your opportunity. And when I say launch, I mean it's an all out massive action in the first 90 days. That first 90 days is your life changing moment for your business. And all you need to do is literally know, number one, know where your resources are. Don't worry about what the resources say. Don't worry about all the details. know where your resources are. Number two, know who your target market is. This is the one piece that took me 6 years to figure out. When I figured out, number one, I need to know where my resources are, and number two, who my target market is. Once I understood target market, there's no more chasing leads, there's no more buying leads, there's no more wasting time on systems. Facebook, you just know where your target market is and go talk to those people. They've already put themselves in those buckets.
Yeah.
They've already put themselves in those buckets and they put themselves there. So you already know they're interested in what it is that you're doing. They just might not be interested in you, or they might not be interested in the products. Who cares? There's thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people in these groups. And all you got to do is run through the numbers. And if you can do those two things for 90 days consistently without taking a break, without worrying about anything else in between. So, by the way, Natalie, I have a career. I have a real 20 plus year career in public safety. And I do this before I get out of bed, at breakfast, on the toilet. Everybody's holding their phone. They're holding their phone everywhere.
So true.
Whenever you're not working your day job, whenever you're not doing your other stuff that's making you the money that's paying your bills, you're doing this for 90 days, and it's nonstop for 90 days. And if you can do that, crazy stuff happens.
Well, thank you so much. I think that is a fantastic point to end on. I want to thank you once again and yeah, congratulate you on your success. And I look forward to meeting you there on the leaderboard one day.
Well, I hope you see you real soon. If you do these things, you can get there quick.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Curry.
I appreciate it, Natalie.